Welcome. Today we are going to discuss stratigraphy, or the history of the environment that is recorded in sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks tell the story of their history, from how far the sediments have traveled, to how they traveled, and where and how they were deposited. They are then lithified, preserving their history in the rock record. The changes in the environment that change the sediments being deposited in an area are mostly driven by sea level rise and fall over geologic history. The geologic timescale is so long that it is hard to comprehend, but for the sake of this lesson, let's say we were talking about changes over tens of thousands or millions of years. Throughout geologic time, sea level has risen and fallen in a pretty regular cycle, creating changes in the land. For example, if you are standing next to a river for a few million years and sea level is rising, you will see that area turn into a marsh, then a beach, then a lagoon, and finally, it will be under the deep ocean. Think about all the changes those rocks have seen. If sea level is falling, you might see a change from the river to a lake or even to a mountain stream if you are in the right location. As these sediments change, the type of sediments that are deposited in that location change too. This change over time is recorded in stratigraphic layers. The history of the area is recorded with the oldest sediments on the bottom and the youngest sediments on top. Let's look at an example. First, a layer of quartz sandstone is deposited. This was likely from a beach environment. Next, if sea level is rising, then there will be a shallow sea or lagoon environment. If sea level is falling, there will likely be a marsh or river environment. Take a moment to think about what types of rocks would go with each of these environments. Right. A shallow sea or lagoon environment would generally result in limestone. A marsh environment or a river environment would result in silt or mudstone. The next layer in the stratigraphic section is limestone, deposited in a shallow ocean. This means that sea level is indeed rising. Think about what the next layer will be if sea level continues to rise. As you likely predicted, the next layer is shale that was deposited in the deep ocean. Next, you will be asked to take 3 layers of stratigraphy, determine their depositional environments, and whether sea level was rising or falling when they were deposited.